Hello,
Hello.
everybody. Let's start it out. Well, we love ya. We
Love
love you.
you.
So, guys, welcome to Alpha E Mind Masteries United Earth Angel Series, episode 16. Yes, we're coming out a little early, and we are going to close up a little early because of prior engagements. So, and a full day and a full
Yeah.
life. We're glad that you're with us. And we're going to hit the topic of toxic relationships, how to spot them, how to know them, but we're going to do it real quick. So, Andy, you want to drop some gems for our audience tonight?
I sure will. I just want everybody to know that I appreciate you coming out and spending time with us because time is something you can't get back. And I greatly appreciate you. I also want you to know that toxic relationships does not just mean between partners. It means you could have a family member that's toxic. You could have a friend that's toxic. Anybody that you come in contact with, that you have any type of relationship with, can be toxic. It's not just romantic.
That's it. Yes, that's very much. Thought you were going to keep going. That's why I said that's it. Okay. So, you want me to take it?
Yeah.
Guys, listen. We're going to get into it real hard, raw here. We've got 6 signs of toxic relationships. You're feeling unsafe or on the edge. You can't be yourself. You can't be authentic. In a healthy relationship, you should feel safe and secure, right? So, the biggest feeling of feeling unsafe is your biggest warning. When you don't feel safe to express yourself, you don't feel safe to talk, you don't feel safe to pretty much whether it's physically, emotionally, spiritually, you're consistently disrespected. You have unmet needs that nobody's meeting. You're often being blamed for things, so you're often taking the blame when it's not on you to be blamed. You're isolated from your friends and family. Diminished self-esteem. Why? Because you're embarrassed that you're living that and in denial, and you don't want people to know, whether it's romantic or with a friendship. Toxicity is toxicity to the mind, the body, and the soul. And do you want to add something in there?
It is. It's toxic to every part of you. The main reason I had suffered with social anxiety, I was just talking with someone on LinkedIn about this because he did an article on social anxiety, veterans having social anxiety. Um, the toxic relationship I was in caused my social anxiety. He caused me not to believe I was worth being around anybody. He made me believe that I was um, not good enough to be around anybody. So that is a toxic thing when someone downgrades you all the time and makes you just feel not worthy of the air they breathe. Um, and trust me, I've had plenty of those people I had to let go of in my life. And once I realized, that it was their toxicity making me have the anxiety, the social anxiety, I was able to let go of it. You know, it's the toxic people can cause you more harm than you realize. If you continue to let it go on and on and on, um, you don't know how toxic they are until you have been with them, until you have been around them. I mean, you might see the signs, you might get a gut feeling, and like me, you might ignore the gut feeling because you want to see the good in people. But I highly recommend that you do not ignore your gut feeling when it comes to a toxic person in your life. It will tear you down as well.
And it's really easy to spot toxic people just by the way they speak. And, big time. And just the way their body language moves. you can clearly see somebody who's loving themselves and respectful, how they walk and how they carry themselves versus somebody who's not. And
Yeah.
on that note, I just got a brain fart. I'm like, why don't I show them all again what good energy versus bad energy looks like?
Right.
So, guys, we'll pull up an image for you here so you can see the difference between good energy with a good biofield, whole and healed, like a whole individual, and then the difference with the negative energy. All right. So, this is it. You're going to see the yellow side here with the whole healed biofield. That is somebody that's healed. On the other side, that murky, yucky type of vibe is somebody who's got negative energy, who's stuck in lower chakras. But if you can notice on the whole biofield side, that person glows. So when people tell earth angels that they glow, we're the ones that are glowing. So it's very easy for us to feel the toxicity of another person that's around us. Okay? And this is why it's so important for earth angels and for anybody on the ascension team to step into their full power and rid themselves of their own toxicity. Because believe it or not, we are toxic to ourselves until we are no longer. And I was a very toxic individual to my own self because of the toxicity that was planted into me as a child. So people don't just become toxic beings. They're created to be like that from unknowing patterns of repetitive stuff that has been leaked down through the generations. And this is why it's so important to correct it. And that's why earth angels like Andy and I have had to target work to self-master to rid our own toxicity of carrying toxicity for others, also to be able to assist now others with ridding themselves of toxicity and toxic relationships. And now's the time of accelerated and amplified energetic influence on the planet. You do not want to be a toxic person because you will quickly end up driving yourself into the ground as nutrients for the earth, because nature and heart, Mother Earth and heart, your vibration should be the same. Well, if not, you are actually in a poison pit within your own being. And it poisons all those lower density vibrations. Andy, you want to add something in there?
Well, as always, you you basically said it all. But I do have uh, maybe a thing or two to say. Like she said, if you have rid yourself of the toxicity that we carry ourselves, then you will be able to easily see toxic actions of others. And if you listen to your gut, you will easily be able to say, no, nope, not even. Like out in public, like maybe go out for a drink or something, go out for dinner with your friends and somebody approaches you, or one of your friends starts showing their true colors, who you thought was a friend, and you start seeing their toxicity leak out of them. You will be able to see it better if you're clear of it, if you're clear of your own toxicity. But you can't get clear of it until you work on yourself.
And just even after working on yourselves, listen, I've had a lot of toxicity run through me today, but it's about not storing it. It's about living the experience. I had a rough day. Today was very trialing for me down to my soul. It really was. There were some things, and you know what? I encountered a letter in my mailbox that put me into tears tonight, literally, and not in a good way. And I was so frustrated that when I came upstairs, I literally wanted to demolish my apartment, literally. And I could have in a whirlwind of seconds. I was so just ready to explode in the worst way. And I'll tell you, if my best friend didn't show up when he did, I'm sure I would have demolished my apartment in a flat blink because of the overwhelming feeling of in that moment, I had a really hard time controlling it. And I'm as knowledgeable of myself as I am and have done so much work on myself. And I always do every day. I'm in competition with myself every day. But today was very trialing. And I think it's because cycles have closed out and things are happening. But today was really trialing for me. It really was. And I even told my best friend, knowing that you were going to show up here any minute just totally saved me from demolishing this whole apartment. And I don't know if he took me serious or not, but I was in that moment because I have been going through so much stuff just in everyday life with this place and this changes and trying to restabilize a structure that today was really, really, even after believing that, but I did take on a lot of other people's toxicity today that I don't normally embody. Yeah. Yeah. So I had a rough day today. And by tonight, yeah. So guys, you know what? Don't think that even if you're a positive person and you've done the self-mastery that you won't feel these things. Because you're actually going to feel them because this was my learning today. After that episode today that happened with me that literally put me into tears, I had to sit and have a one-on-one with my boss and say, yo, are you kidding me? Are you really trying to really push me to my ultimate edge? Because I don't want this anymore. I don't want any of it anymore. Literally, I said, there's no point. Now that I know what I know, listen, it's even harder to be in this experience knowing what I know. And I tell you, what an experience when I was told literally, no, you needed to feel it today to that magnitude because others are going to push you to that point over the next 2 weeks. And you need to have felt it to that point so that you can flow smoothly through everything that's going to come. And I was like, are you kidding me? And it was like warm up, And I was like, are you kidding me? And then you know what I was told? What, you can't take it? You forget what you've lived? And I was like, oh, wow. Like we are being tested to the ultimate right now. Literally. And I know I was today. Tested to my core if I was going to go back to my old ways of just saying, fuck it. Or if I was going to genuinely sit with myself and have that powwow and say, really, come on.
Now, well, see, you noticed the toxicity, though. You noticed it. If you didn't know what you know, you would have just kept going and not said nothing, not did anything. But you noticed it. You questioned it.
I felt it.
Yeah, you felt it. If you weren't who you are now, would you have really done it that way?
No, actually, you know what? If I wasn't self-mastered the way that I am now, I would have called the drug dealer. Feeling what I felt tonight, I would have went on a 4-day binge. Nobody would have seen me for 4 days. I would have came out of that trying to save my life again. If I wasn't self-mastered. Yeah. Literally. And I can say that proudly. But a lot of people don't have those coping mechanisms. Or right. That friend that just, it was like it was divine timing, eh? It was divine timing because had you know what? I can't even say that I won't speak that, but I got that envelope right before I came upstairs. And when I opened it and read it, it was from the housing. And they've pulled some real fuck shit with me. But I'm in court with them anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's just going to amplify my case. But at that moment, I wanted to flip my table, trash my apartment, literally trash the apartment down to, yeah, bitches, you guys want to fuck around? I can open this place, right? Open it all up. Open it all up. Demolish the place inside for that split moment. But you know what I chose to do? I just felt this big gulf. I said, no, just cry this one out. It's okay. Cry this one out. Because I knew my best friend was going to show up within minutes. And I was like, yo, if he walks into this house and I'm tripping like that, he won't know what the fuck went down.
So he would probably wonder who he had to go after for trashing your place.
Like, no, you know what? He's a calm guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he goes off, he loses it. But that's why I get so calm with him. He maintains such a vibration of stability that he provides me with emotional security and safety and stability. I was out of sorts. All I had to do was look at him, see he was clean cut, talk to him a bit, and it was all good within like 30 seconds to a minute. I was back to totally release of any. I was fine. I was fine within seconds.
Yeah.
But guys, if people aren't making you feel like that, whether it's your friends, your family, or your whatever, you know what? Let's drop some real facts for them for the next 10 minutes, and then we'll sign off out of here. We're both tired. We've both had a long day. We came out here to do the half an hour for you guys. We decided before coming out here that we both have had a long day, and we're both taking inspired actions to make sure that we accomplish our heartfelt desires. So therefore, yes, we had come out here to you guys all tonight a little tired. But we love you and we came out anyway. It's better than canceling. We came out for a half an hour instead. So let's fill them up for the next 13 minutes and then we'll say sayonara. So you want to...
I'm so daggone tired.
Okay, you want to just sit it out? Okay.
I wasn't taking the cue. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Look, you know what? We'll throw this up for you. We'll throw up an image for you. Take a look.
All right.
All right. So elements of personal communication. You got 7% spoken words. 38% is your tone and voice. 55% is your body language. Now, when you're talking and dealing with toxic people, you can tell in their energy and in the way they speak to you. When you ask them about themselves, do they speak highly about themselves or are they talking down about themselves? This is right in meeting them. You can read somebody's toxicity level in a conversation, literally. How solid and how safe are they in their own skin, primarily? Are they creative beings? Are they go-getters? Can they be solid? Like, you can read facial expressions of doubt, of untrust. Like, you can tell when somebody doesn't trust themselves. You can tell who's confident in telling you something. You can tell if something feels right in your soul or not. So this is where the feeling of coming like unsafe and you don't feel right to talk to the person, whether it's a friend or a family member, or how open can you be with the people in your life? How can you spot them? Do they support you? Do they celebrate you? Do they, take a look at that. Do they support themselves? If somebody cannot speak highly about themselves, they cannot speak highly of you. Remember that. Okay? Big time, people. Andy, how about I give you a couple of minutes to wrap up, throw a couple of minutes there, and we'll wrap it up tonight.
Yeah, it sounds good to me. If you do find yourself having family members that have known you your whole life, not being supportive with their words, or their actions or their body language, because trust me, I have had my fair share. Um, I'm not a rude person most of the time, but when I've had enough of something, I will tell someone I've had enough in one way or another. My face will tell on me before my words will. Um, but when I interact with the family members that I don't feel are supportive of me following my dreams, doing what I want to do, I don't say much. I'm very quiet. I don't have much to talk about because I don't want to hear what they have to say about it. And if I don't talk about it, they won't give their opinion about it. Um, Need to find a better way to deal with it, but I don't like, I don't know. When I was a little kid, my mom's family, I was their favorite. I was the first niece or granddaughter. I only had one cousin older than me, and he was a boy. So I was everybody's favorite. My mom wasn't, but I was everybody's favorite. And growing up, I got things I wanted. I got to do what I wanted. I got to go on vacations with my grandparents. I got to do whatever. And then I became an adult. And for a while, I didn't talk to any of them because I made my own choices. And they weren't supportive of my choices. But yeah, I'm sure they still loved me. They still love me today. But I don't talk to them much. And I love them. But I don't feel like they're truly supporting me. Like they'll say, "Oh, good for you. I'm happy." But their tone, their body language, just the aura they send off to me. I don't like feeling that way. So I don't go around them much. But that's how I deal with the family toxicity. If I don't feel a good feeling from you, I won't hang out with you. Not very much. I mean, I'll hang out to let you know, yes, I still love you, even though I feel you're toxic to me. But I won't hang out with them. I'll answer if they call, or if I hear something has happened, something bad, yes, I'll call them. Or if I think, like, if I'm worried about them, I'll call them, check on them because I love them. They're my family. But I don't want to feel that way, so I don't go around very much. I mean, if they want to blame me, they can. I really don't care. I'm at the point where I've got my husband, I've got my children, got my mama, I've got people in my life. I surround myself with people who do love me and who do support me and who do tell me the truth when I need to hear the truth, and not in a mean way. I want to hear honest opinions. I want to know how you feel about things. You know, I surround myself with people who love me, who have good energy, who have high expectations of themselves. So I know they'll have high expectations of me to be my better self. Not pressuring me into it, but expecting me to know what I need to do. Not telling me you need to do this, you need to do that, but expecting me to be my better self, which every day I try to be my better self. Every day I wake up and I thank God for everything I have. And I tell myself I'm a healer, I'm strong, I'm beautiful, I am worthy, I am enough. So every day, I try to be a better self. And I surround myself with people that do the same. I love their energy. We feed off each other's energies, and not in a bad way. We don't try to steal each other's energies. We just, our energies bounce off each other and it feels good. If something feels bad, if my energy is trying to bounce off another good energy, then that feels good. But if my energy is trying to bounce off a bad energy, it gets sucked into the bad energy. I don't want that. I want to keep my energy with me. I don't want someone's bad energy to suck my good energy away. Because then I've got to call it back and it's a pain in the butt.
I love you, I swear. Oh, I love you. This girl is amazing.
But yeah, surround yourself with people that support you. Surround yourself with people that support themselves. With someone who says, well, yeah, this morning was crap, but I'm good. I dealt with it. I'm fine.
Yeah.
You know, if they have a bad day, they don't take it out on people. They realize, hey, okay, I can't control what other people did, but I can control me.
Me, I come out too fucking raw and real sometimes to put any cap on that. I'm just like, blah, here it is. You should add some splash card. Andy, could you please invite everybody to your LinkedIn room tomorrow?
Oh, yes. Let me see. I don't know if I can do that from here. I'm going to try. I went over there and I shared it to Facebook. I figured out how to do that. But I'm going to get on here. I'm on my LinkedIn. And where is it? Found it a minute ago. There it is. I'm kind of new to LinkedIn, so. But we're talking about my book, How to Manage Being a Boy Mom. And we're having every Tuesday at 7 p.m. We are having live audio events. And yes, I just figured out how to post to share the link. There it is. Show. There we go.
Awesome. Yes. There we go. Awesome. Yes. Guys, please come out tomorrow if you've got LinkedIn and support the room. It's on at 7:00. Andy?
Yes. 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm so happy. You see, look, guys, what you don't understand is Andy and I came together. Yes, we did some one-on-one, but then as soon as she told me what she wanted to do, well, I served my purpose in her life as that spiritual way shower, and I directed her to the next person that could help her. That's what I did.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oreo.
Yes.
But literally, but that's why I said no. Now you've got to go talk to Annie, and he knows how to take you to your next level for what you need. And I'm always there for her. I love her. She's my friend. Now we, do the United Earth Angel series, but you know what? In all honesty, she's following very big dreams that are very different than I am. We come here to join forces to spread love and awareness.
Yes.
Really. And we're in zero competition with anybody. Like I just said to you, when you come and you work with me, it's a very short time that is needed because the impact is real. You take the results and you run. You go on to the next phase. And I do not try to tag along. It is called, all right, I have served my purpose for your growth. If you need more, I'm here. And I literally fuel her into the right direction in a connection that I've made through Crystal. Like you see, it is in through great connections of great people that great things happen. Guys, please, if you've got toxic relationships that are just poisoning you in your life, rid yourself of them. Literally. If you're in really bad situations, make your exit plan and get out of it. If you need help, reach out to either one of us. Literally.
Absolutely.
Okay, and that's why I say that.
Yep.
Please follow her, connect with her on LinkedIn. Me too as well. We're both really fairly new out to LinkedIn, but in other places, So I encourage you guys to connect. We love to collaborate. I personally have taken the summer off. I come together with Andy to do the United Earth Angels series and I do my lives, but to do my one-on-one, I'm building my mentorship program and I'm moving. And I have a lot of things that are happening in my life. So for now, it's just going to stay simple. And
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know simple.
actually, you know what? You're magically wonderful and you are so needed in all of those glorious lives that you're a caregiver for.
Yeah.
You know, I tell you, you're so calm and so peaceful with it all. That's,
I try to be. Sometimes I'll yell at them, but that's just so I can be louder than all of them.
well, you're awesome. Andy, I salute you and I love you. And I love everybody that comes out and watches. We'll give you your love you. There we go. This camera thing,
I know.
you
I'm
know,
like, man.
but we love you. Andy, I'll give you a chance to say bye to everybody if you want.
Alrighty, we love you all. We wish nothing but the best for you. Work on yourself daily. If you need help with anything, reach out to me or Tobi. We can guide you in the right direction. When we first started this series, I wasn't sure if I could guide anybody, but I've become confident in being able to guide. So you can reach out to either one of us to help you along your self journey. Um, I have followed my heart. I have 2 auditions that I need to get to know the lines for so I can turn them in ASAP. They didn't tell me a date, so that kind of messes with my brain. But I hope to be ready to send in my email auditions tomorrow before my meeting with Annie and the audio event. So I've read over the scripts a couple times. I need to read a couple more times.
Well,
But
you'll
I'm
get it done.
Yeah, but I'm
I'm not
following my
worried.
heart. I'm listening to my heart, and my head. My head's telling me you can't do it because of other people telling me I can't do it, and I know it's telling me that. And I give it the big middle finger and listen to my heart. Um, but yeah, just if you need any help with your self care journey, reach out. Don't stay silent. Staying silent is more toxic than being around toxic people sometimes. Because if you don't know what you're doing and you try to do it, you'll succeed a little bit, but then you'll get stuck. If you need help, ask for help. Everybody needs help at some point or another. If they say they've never needed help, they lie. That's a toxic person right there.
Oh, I tell you, I've had many mentors, but that'll be another topic for next week, maybe. All of our
Yeah.
mentors who have influenced us over our life that have pushed us in the right path, maybe. I don't know. We'll talk about it, whatever floats our boat. Okay, so let's say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, guys. We love you. We
Guys, we love
appreciate
you.
you.
We appreciate you. We thank you. We also appreciate the fact that you guys are considerate that we are closing up early tonight because it is self care and self love that is encouraging ourselves to cut this episode early. We both require some rejuvenation sleep. So we love you. We thank you. And we really appreciate you for joining us. And please come out and support Andy's LinkedIn room tomorrow because honestly, it was such a great room and I'm looking forward to it. So, guys, hop in where it's all greatness, get whatever you can out of what you can that's going on, especially from great people. All right. We love you. Have a great night.
Good night.